David, thank you. Clark, when you have two teams that are this athletic, what type of game do you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much, but when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Minnesota, they've got Karl-Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Calvert. Then it's Johnson, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And Towns gets it to go.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Now the pass to Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Towns against Zubac. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Calvert.
I'll tell you, Calvert has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Knocked away. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. From deep, George. It's good from long range.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics, and I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Russell. 17 points in his last outing. Stolen by Beverley, and he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Russell. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Johnson can't get it to go.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
George, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. Boy, you've got to give a lot of credit to Josh Okogie. I mean, he was the 20th pick in the 2018 draft and really well ahead of the curve as a rookie and even saw starter minutes later on in the season. Well, that's a great get for them.
And meteoric rises not uncommon for Okogie.
Yeah, and Okogie's done a really nice job kind of turning the impression of him around because he wasn't highly touted in college. But I tell you what, he's proven to be an impact player because of how he can defend and shoot.
Now, here's George. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Passes it to Okogie. On the wing, Johnson. Towns is doubled. And the rejection by Zubac. They get it back. Out to Russell. The tray. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside, George. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And let's see some numbers here on Patrick Beverley. Over the last month, getting it done. Putting up about 10 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wasted no time on that one.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
George, that's a two-pointer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. George has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside, Russell to the inside. Here's Towns. And that one is off. Great D that time from Leonard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Left side, George. Calvert with the steal. Right wing, Russell with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
And Towns drops them both. Well, Clark, the All-Star break is approaching. Commissioner Silver has broached replacing it with a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, I love what Adam Silver has done as the commissioner of the league. He's very forward-thinking. He's very progressive. He's very open-minded. And this is one of those examples of that kind of thinking. You know, in European basketball, it's part of the landscape, and it seems to work fairly well. I'm interested to see where this thinking goes going forward, but I like the fact that it's been broached by the leader of the league. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And the rejection by Zubac. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Beverley. Now Zubac. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
Good on the shot.
Working the painted area. Morris with just enough size and quickness to finish the play, even with a hand in his face.
Now here is Russell. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Russell's got 6.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
Now here is George. D right on him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Okogie, the pass to Calvert. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Minnesota making some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Johnson. And Krabs subbed in for Josh Okogie. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for George. Here's Spellman. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Russell, takes a three. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. The pass to Spellman. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell passes to Spellman. Spellman, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Towns. Malik Beasley comes in for Calvert. And it's Turner in for Russell. Here's Williams. In the corner, Harrell with it. They get it again. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Now here's Crabbe. He's covered by Shamet. Crabbe dishes to Turner. Clock at 4. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Mann. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Turner kicks to Crabbe. A 3-ball. And it's Shamet with the rebound. The Clippers trail. Inside. Shots good by Green.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beasley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, I like the mindset of Crabbe. You know, he plays with great pace and he's reliable at shooting off the catch. And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them.
Now, here's Shamet. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The shot by Turner, no good. And on top of their troubles from range, the Wolves have also had trouble on the defensive glass.
Yeah, and if you can't rebound and you're not shooting it well, you've got to figure out who you're going to be. Your identity is in question. That's what the Wolves are trying to figure out. Who are we? What do we do well? How do we win? How do we succeed? To get to the next level, they've got to answer that question.
Here's Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Beasley outside. Back to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Well, he's a balanced, smooth, surprisingly tough athlete. Williams causes a lot of problems for the defense.
Pass to Harrell. Dishes to Williams. Man, he's guarded by Crabbe. Poked away, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Leonard.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Nobody near Williams. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead. Beasley, the pass to Crabbe. Pass to Turner. He gets that one.
Although he's known for his scoring ability primarily, Crabbe is also a solid passer. Nice job distributing the ball.
Now, here's Shamet. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
That free throw good from Shamet. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Beasley finds Turner over Williams. The shot by Turner no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's the floater, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
For Minnesota, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That's good from Beasley. Beasley hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Williams scanning the floor. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. It's been all about Lou Williams for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. All-star big man Karl-Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
On his coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Allen Crabbe. Evan Turner is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Spellman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Now here's Turner. He kicks to Craig. From downtown, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Shamet with it, working on Beasley. Clock at 6. Here's Magruder, got a piece of it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Okogie's checked in for Ellen Cramp. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Okogie, defended by George. Over in the corner, Turner. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And George with the stuff.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Now here's Turner. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Culver's checked in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Turner. And then for the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Here's Russell after the basket by Los Angeles. And he comes up with the deuce. And here is Los Angeles now. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Leonard on the wing. Knocked loose. Over Johnson. Again, Los Angeles. Timberwolves trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Towns. And the rejection by Harrell. To the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Rodney Magruder. Free throw drops for Leonard.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Now Calvert. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at the Clippers. Holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Minnesota. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Culver passes to Okogie. Kicks it to Towns. Pass to Russell from outside the arc. Drops in the tray. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Shoots a fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And Towns gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Leonard on the wing. Back to George. In the corner, Harrell with it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harrell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Knocks it loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Leonard? 5th in steals, 7th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Now here's Leonard. 14 points from him the last game against Miami. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Find the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one misses. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Now here's Beverley. After the miss from Karl-Anthony Towns. Now here's Harrell. He has 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Clippers leading by 8. Beverley dishes to Leonard. Lets it go from 11. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Culver passes to Johnson. Here's Okogie. Will it go? Great D that time from Harrell.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Here's Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up. Leonard, the pass to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Harrell. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. And the pass to Calvert. Outside, Towns. Passes to Okogie. Three-pointer on the way. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard kicks to Beverley. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Here's Mann. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris trying to free himself up.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. Allen Crabbe comes in for Josh Okogie. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Patrick Beverley. Pass to Spellman. Back to Russell. He kicks it to Towns. They get it back. Crabbe in the corner. Over in the corner. They need this one. That one a little long.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Battles through traffic and lays it in. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Mann passes to Leonard. Shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Shamet with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Morris. Shoots over Culver. Morris, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
How about the recognition from Calvert? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Calvert.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Now here's Leonard. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level. The
Take a
late
break.
Flip
Take a break.
Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
And the first one drops.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Malik Beasley comes in for Calvert. And Turner's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Beasley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The pass to Hernan-Gomez. Grab with the ball from past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Zubac. Out to the right wing. Magruder kicks to Williams. Shamet the pass to Leonard. Turner with the steal. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers leading by 8. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
For Minnesota, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. 4 on the clock. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Calvert dishes to Russell. Towns down low, working on Zubac. Here's Okogie, shoots over Leonard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now here is George. He's guarded close. The shot's good. George has got 9.
And that's superb concentration. It takes a lot to distract George once he's got position inside.
Russell kicks to Towns. Off target with his 3.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
To the left side wing. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. There's the pass to Zubac. From deep, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And let's take a look at Karl-Anthony Towns' numbers. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end. And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Fader on the way, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverley. And that's now 17 points for Leonard. Passes it to Russell. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. 10-point lead. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Now from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their 3-point percentages for the last 10 games. 5th on the list is Patrick Beverley.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Leonard, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently are not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Now here's Calvert, defended by George. Towns kicks to Russell. Five on the clock. Back to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Great night for Towns. Can hurt you from any spot on the floor.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Clippers with the ball. Morris passes to Leonard. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. George looking around. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Timberwolves have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now here's Harrell. He's got 7. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
The Timberwolves have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Johnson. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverley. And Johnson drops them both. And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Bounce pass from Williams. Pass to Harrell. Outside, George. In the corner, it's Morris.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Morris inside. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the last few years, Karl-Anthony Towns getting a rap as a bad defender. Clark, you think that's fair to say?
You know what, Kevin? I don't think it's as fair as it once was. He's not nearly the defensive liability he used to be. He's better defensively one-on-one, and I think he's improved in his ability to switch and rotate on smaller players.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
He hits the second from the line. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
That free throw good from George.
And George has learned a lot and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Turner's checked in for the Timberwolves. And George drops them both.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
And now we'll reveal the most reliable free throw shooters in the league with a look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The fourth spot held by Paul George.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. The Clippers rebound. Outside, Green. A second chance effort. And there's Paul George on the assist by Green. And that's 13 points for Paul George. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. For three, good on the three-point shot.
Oh, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from three, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Russell passes to Towns. Fires for three. They grab their own miss. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers leading by 4. Williams finds George. Shoots it. Harrell trying to free himself up. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Calvert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
The three from George. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Minnesota making some changes. Allen Crabbe comes in for D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in for Calvert. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Green. And Turner kicks to Crabbe. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious, and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And Towns drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Williams against Turner. The fader gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Shamet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Shamet. How last month turned out for him. Getting around 12 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And that one misses. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spellman's checked in. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves trail by 8. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Hernangomez. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Crabbe. He averages about 5 points a game. Turner passes to Crabbe. 6 to shoot. To end the run. The Clippers grab the miss. Left side Williams. Over Turner. Spellman with the rebound. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 13. Crabbe from long range. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Shamet's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Magruder. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Harrell. Makes it off the glass. Harrell's got 9.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Now, here is Hernangomez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers leading by 13. Williams passes to Leonard. Over Hernangomez. Second chance shot. Count that one. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Beasley, the pass to Hernangomez. Crabbe, that's for 2, and he hits the jump shot. Crabbe's got 5 points so far. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Leonard. And here is Shamet. Hernangomez covering, and it's Shamet missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Beasley with a clean look. The three-pointer no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. And that one's good. Shamet. He's got 8.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Crabbe. 5 points in the game. Here's Turner. The 15-footer. Good. Turner's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Williams. They get a hand on it. There's the three. Misses the shot. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Malik Beasley out there with Turner. Then it's Alan Crabb, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Beasley outside. That one misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Zubats. Wants to get it to Shamet, and does. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Beasley. Kicks to Turner. Pass to Crabb. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Some changes for Minnesota. Okogie's checked in for Malik Beasley, and it's Russell in for Turner. Timberwolves on defense. A 12-point game.
Hey, yo, right here.
Morris kicks to Zubats. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Johnson. For 3, Okogie. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 8 rebounds in this game. Shamet on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Yep, it counts. 22 points for Leonard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Now Beverley. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Shamet. Clock at 6. Outside Leonard from deep 3-point range. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Here's Zubats. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Calvert comes in for Alan Crabb. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in for Landry Shamet. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Morris inside. He's guarded by Johnson. George double teamed. The pass to Beverley. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Now, here is George. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Back to Leonard. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
A three from Leonard. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Calvert kicks to Towns. Here's Russell. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Left side, George. Back to Leonard. Over Russell. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Outside, Towns. Passes to Culver. Shoots a three. Good work defensively by Morris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Okogie, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Here's Russell with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Morris. Good work defensively by Johnson. Timberwolves trail by 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. To the paint. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Russell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Morris against Johnson. Pass to Leonard. The feed now to Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Johnson.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now, here's George. George double-teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Timberwolves now. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Calvert. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Culver's got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Zubac. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Okogie. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. Russell left side. He feeds it to Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 11 in the second half.
Boy, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the moves, which make him hard to handle in and around the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, early in his career, there were questions surrounding D'Angelo Russell's maturity, and understandably so. That's the case with most young players. But of late, in his case, his improvement as a player and his growth as a person is impressive.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, thank you, David. And beginning his career at the Lakers, coaches wanted Russell to take a more serious approach.
Yeah, you know what? I think his last year there, losing the trust of his teammates, probably woke him up a bit. Sometimes you got to go through the adversity to recognize what you need to change. It's not enough to just put up numbers. You've got to be a professional in how you go about your business, and plenty to like about where D'Angelo Russell is and where he's headed.
Here's Zubac after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. 2 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Johnson. Over Morris. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from James Johnson.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Calvert. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Towns dishes to Russell. A floater, good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
And there's the pass to Morris. Now here is George. He's covered closely. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Russell against Williams. Johnson outside. Passes it to Okogie. On the clock, over Morris. Okogie misses. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George. That's good from Williams, the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and ill-like inside.
Russell finds Towns. They get the rebound. Okogie, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Now here's Williams. Shoots the 3. Goes back up. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, despite his youth, Kevin, Towns sees the big picture. I mean, gets points any way you can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Towns drops them both.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Pass to Leonard. A fadeaway. That shot, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Okogie for 3.
Count it! Timeout.
And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Leonard with the ball. On the wing, Williams. Buries the triple.
Boy, Williams is feeling it in the clutch, Kevin. He's a quiet assassin. I mean, you don't know that he's got you until he has you.
And timeout called by Ryan Saunders. Guys, what's your take?
Well, you need the three here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
Out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.